We started recording. Okay.
And we're live.
Okay. Oh, welcome to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call, and we are doing Bhagavad Gita as it is, selected verses. Okay, we'll start with the prayers. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai
Tasmai
Shri
Shri
Gurave
Gurave Namaha.
Namaha. Namo
Namo
Vishnupadaya
Vishnupadaya
Krishna
Krishna
Preshthaya
Presthaya Bhutale
Srimate
Srimate Bhakti
Bhaktivedanta
Vedanta
Swami
Swami Niti
Namine
Namine
Namaste Saraswate Deve
Deve
Gauravani
Gauravani Pracharine
Pracharine Nirvishesha
Nirvisheshasyavadi
Paschatya
Paschatyadesh
Jaya Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Prabhu
Prabhu Nityananda
Nityananda Shri
Shri
Advaita
Advaita
Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare. Okay, so we covered a lot of verses, and our previous verse was Satatam Kirtayanto Mam. Today we are going to do Yanti Deva Vrata. So we'll start with this, we'll come back to chanting later, okay?
Wait,
Chanting.
Mataji, the previous verse wasn't Satatam Kirtayanto, Mom.
What was the previous verse?
Ananyas Chintayanto, Mom. Yajana Paripasate.
Oh, you're right. Ananyas Chintayanto Mam. Let me change that. Ananyas. Okay. So now we have to do Yanti Deva Vrata. That is 925. Okay. Oh God. Okay. So let me run it on full screen and then you can repeat after me. Okay. Please repeat. Yanti Deva Vrata Devan.
Yanti Deva Vratan Devan.
Yanti Deva Vrata Devan.
Yanti Deva Vratan Devan.
Yanti Deva Vrata Devan.
Yanti Deva Vratan Devan.
Pitrin Yanti Pitrvrataha.
Pitrinyanti Pitravrataha.
Pitrin Yanti Pitrvrataha.
Pitrinyanti Pitravrataha.
Pitrin Yanti Pitrvrataha.
Pitrinyanti Pitravrataha.
Bhutani Yanti Bhutejya.
Bhutani yanti bhutejya.
Bhutani Yanti Bhutejya.
Bhutani yanti
Bhutyanti
bhutejya.
Bhuteshva.
Bhutani Yanti Bhutejya.
Bhutani
Bhutyanti
yanti
Bhuteshva.
bhutejya.
Yanti Madhyajinopi Mam.
Yanti
Yanti
madhyajinopi
Madhyajinopi
mam.
Mam.
Yanti Madhyajinopi Mam.
Yanti
Yanti Madhyajinopi
madhyajinopi
Mam.
mam.
Yanti Madhyajinopi Mam.
Yanti Madhyajinopi
Madhyajinopi
Mam.
mam.
Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Pitrin Yanti Pitravrata.
Yanti deva vrata
Vrata
devan.
Deva.
Pitryanti pitrvrataha.
Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Pitrin Yanti Pitravrataha.
Yanti deva vrata devan. Pitryanti pitrvrataha.
Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Pitrin Yanti Pitravrataha.
Yanti
Yanti deva
Deva
vrata devan.
Devan
Pitryanti pitrvrataha.
Bhutani Yanti Bhutejya Yanti Madhyajinopi Mam.
Bhutani yanti bhutejya. Yanti madhyajinopi mam.
Bhutani Yanti Bhutejya Yanti Madhyajinopi Mam.
Bhutani yanti
Yanti
bhutejya.
Bhuteshva.
Yanti madhyajinopi mam.
Bhutani Yanti Bhutejya Yanti Madhyajinopi Mam.
Bhutani yanti
Yanti
bhutejya.
Bhuteshva.
Yanti madhyajinopi
Madhyajinopi
mam.
Mam.
Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Pitrin Yanti Pitravrata Bhutani Yanti Bhutejya Yanti Madhyajinopi Mam.
Yanti deva vrata devan pitarnyati
Yanti
prativratah
Pratirvrata
bhutani yanti
Bhutani
bhutejya yanti madhyajinopi mam.
Yanti deva vrata devan pitrin yanti pitrvrataah bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti madhyajinopi mam.
Yanti deva vrata devan pitarnyati pitarvratah
Bhutani
bhutani
Yanti
yanti
Bhuteja
bhutejya
Yanti
yanti
Madhyajinopi
madhyajinopi
Mam.
mam.
Yanti deva vrata devan pitrin yanti pitrvrataah bhutani yanti bhuteja yanti madhyajinopi mam.
Yanti
Yanti
Deva
deva vrata
Vratadevan
devan pitarnyati
Yanti
prativratah bhutani
Bhutani
yanti
Yanti
bhutejya
Bhuteja
yanti
Yanti
madhyajinopi
Madhyajinopi
mam.
Mam.
Very nice. Okay, let's look at some keywords. What is the meaning of deva?
So the demigods.
Worship
Demigods. Demigods.
demigods, yeah.
Pitra.
Pitra means
To the
Worship.
ancestors.
Ancestors.
the ancestors.
How about bhuta?
Ghost.
To
Ghost.
ghosts and spirits.
Ghost, yeah, in this context, it's ghost, yes. Okay. And mom. What's mom?
Me.
Unto me. Unto me.
Who's that me?
Krishna.
Krishna.
Okay, let's do the translation. Those who worship the demigods.
Those who worship the
Those who worship
demigods.
the
Demigods take
demigods.
birth among
Will-
the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me.
Wow.
Yeah, Ujjwal.
So what happens to those who worship your favorite football star?
You'll become your
We can
football
become the
star.
grandparents of those
People who
football
worship
stars.
LeBron James.
We can become
People
the dad of
who
LeBron
people
James.
who worship LeBron James will get nothing but net.
Okay.
Whoever worships LeBron James will get dunked on.
No.
So who's that guy?
That's Stephen Curry.
Okay. So some
Anyway.
football
What
player.
about
is
Michael
it?
Jordan, guys? Michael Jordan's good.
I thought he's a basketball player.
He's good.
Yeah,
He's
we're
good, but
talking about basketball.
So guys, Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant.
he's good,
Kobe.
but
Kobe
he's
Bryant's
good,
too
but
sad
he
to think about.
retired.
Kobe Bryant's too sad
Jordan
to
is
think
good,
about.
but he retired.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
What about
Jordan's one of the
LeBron?
best.
Guys, stay in topic, okay?
I know.
Stay in
Okay.
topic.
Those who worship the demigods will take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors. Those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will live with me. This is what Krishna is saying. And very
That's
interestingly,
a
he
life
says,
lesson.
yeah. So whom should we worship?
Krishna.
Krishna.
I mean, yeah.
We should worship someone who we want to be. We
Someone
shouldn't,
who-
because not everybody necessarily wants to be with Krishna, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
not
no
being rude or
obligation.
anything. I'm not being rude or anything. I'm just saying not everybody, you know, wants to be with Krishna. You should be with who you should be with who you want to, you know. You should be with who you want to become, basically.
But
No, whom you want
Mataji,
to associate with and be with. You cannot become
Yeah.
Krishna, right?
Yeah. You should
but like
dissociate.
it's
Okay,
there
let's
for
see
them.
what happens with these people. Okay, anyways. So this is what we saw from the beginning. This was Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam. So Krishna said he's going to reveal a secret, and then he said, Arjuna, you're non-envious, you have all the qualifications, you're very
So I will
friendly.
reveal the secret to you.
Yes. So that's what happened. And then he started telling everything rests on him. And we made a comparison between the Atlas man and how Anantasesh holds up the universe. Krishna doesn't take a lot of effort to do it. It's very simple for Krishna. Yet he stays aloof. He doesn't get entangled in the material world. And then we also saw Krishna is not like a common man. So he's transcendental. Even when he descends, he's transcendental. He's Divyam. He's not like any ordinary person, and he performs wonderful pastimes. And Krishna, being God, is revealed in all scriptures. And then we also understood who a Mahatma is. So a Mahatma,
Mahatma is people that are always engaging in Krishna and
Krishna.
always doing devotional service.
perfect. Yes, that's correct. And then we saw about yoga. Yoga means to unite. And we saw about these two characters, Bilva Mangal Thakur and a devotee from Sri Rangam. We saw their
Didn't he
story.
make himself blind for Krishna?
Yes, that's correct. That's what he did. Yeah. And Krishna would provide for him. I carry what you lack and I preserve what you have. That is what we saw in our
Yes, that
previous.
was what the and this one was the one where he got where the you know
The
he
five
saved
arrows.
Duryodhan's life, so Duryodhan gave him a boon, and
Right.
he asked for the 5 golden arrows because they'd each arrow would kill one of the Pandavas.
Mhm. So what was the last line of that verse, of the previous verse that we saw? Yoga?
Mahatma.
Yo Vahamyaham.
Very good. Yoga and Kshema.
Yogakshemam Vahamyaham.
So he carries what you lack and he preserves what you have. Okay, so now we are going to get into this verse. So let's look at the translation again.
Didn't we already do all of these ones? Oh,
Yes.
okay, we're going back
Those who
to.
worship the demigods take birth among the demigods. Those who worship the ancestors go to the ancestors, and those who worship ghosts and spirits will take birth among such beings. And those who worship me will come to me. So this is what we're going to see today, and this is what Krishna is telling.
We did. Wait, can you go back one slide? I think
Mhm.
I saw. Oh, okay, nothing. I felt like I saw a different slide. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
So if I purchase a ticket, okay, to go to California, where am I going?
you're going to
To
California.
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 Yes, okay. So basically, wherever you desire to go and you are working towards, that is where you're going. It's not that if I purchase a ticket to California, I end up in Nebraska. It doesn't work like that. So this is very simple
I
logic.
mean, you must have worked harder to go to Nebraska because the ticket is more expensive. But
For
yeah,
me, California is probably more expensive. I don't know. For me,
yeah,
Nebraska is
you know,
closer. So,
yeah.
so
Anyway,
I wouldn't
yeah.
care about prices. I would just like use my credit card.
Okay.
I
So
would get
wherever
it
you're
back.
looking to go, I mean, if you have a
yeah.
desire to go and you
Wherever you
purchase the
set your
ticket to that
mind
place,
to,
you're gonna go there, right? You're just gonna go there. You're
it'll
not gonna
just
go
it'll
elsewhere.
just take different people different times. So you should never give up on yourself.
Hmm. Yeah. So basically, there is something called as a path and a goal. So depending on the goal, you take your path, right? Is that correct? So you have a
Yes.
goal and you choose a path according to it. If your goal is to become a millionaire, your path would be to, earn a lot of money and you do anything to earn money, right? So based on the goal, you choose your path. Mhm. So now, in the traditional methods as prescribed in the Vedic literatures, it is actually enjoined that if a person wants to go to any of the higher planetary systems where there is a lot of enjoyment, like if someone has a desire to go to the sun or the moon or any other planet, in our Vedic scriptures, there's life everywhere. Okay, there is no question of the sun or the moon not having life. According to our Vedic tradition, yes, everything has life, and our Vedic scriptures have proved that. But the life on higher planetary systems are more subtle. They are not as gross as what you see here on Earth. They are on a more subtle level. So maybe you cannot perceive it, but life is there. Okay. So if you want to go to a high planetary system where there is more enjoyment, then one can attain the desired destination based on a recommended methodology. And that process is called as Darsha Paurnamasa. Okay, it's just a technical term. So what they do pretty much is that they perform a sacrifice, okay, to go to that place. So if I have a desire to go to moon, then I have a specific sacrifice that I have to perform for a few years, and if I'm successful in that and I do all the rituals perfectly, then I can go to that particular planet. While doing this particular ritual, I'm actually satisfying the demigod. Okay, satisfying the demigod and pleasing him, and being pleased with me, he's going to let me enter. So it's a very simple process. What I need to do is I need to please the demigod who is responsible for that planet. So these are all vividly described in our Vedic literatures, and therefore, to go to any place, there is a specific methodology given, and a specific demigod is to be pleased. Okay, if I have to go to the moon planet, I please the moon god. And then if the moon god is happy with me, I go there. And to please him, there are a set of rituals. So it's a very simple, I mean, not simple, but at least it is all clearly laid down in the scriptures, and you just have to follow those rules and regulations. So this is how traditionally people would actually elevate themselves to higher planetary systems after relinquishing their body. So this happens in their next life. It's not like they just, vanish into the other planet. It happens after this life. So why do you think they have this desire to go to a higher planetary system? I mean, what's pulling them there?
Maybe to enjoy more.
And they like, yes, they want to enjoy more, and they
Maybe
like
it's
being
their
in that.
destiny.
Yeah, that's what they, yeah, correct. That's the destiny that they choose to go to. Okay.
But I
Mm,
have a question.
mm,
Like, if someone they want to become Indra, that
mm,
performing sacrifice for Indra will not please Indra, then how does it work?
mm. So if he wants to become Indra, there are other rules where he has to perform 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas or something like that. That is not going to please Indra, but he can take the post of Indra. But then Indra will not let him. He'll try to obstruct him for sure, like what happened to Prithu Maharaj. But the point is, there are rules and regulations put down in scriptures. And if you want to take a post, so we are talking about going to a planet. They are two different things. One is going to a planet, you can please the demigod and go to that planet. The second is if you want to get a specific, very powerful post, then you have to work for it according to scriptures. So like doing 100 Ashwamedha Yajnas or 1000 Vajpayee Yajnas. So you have all these regulations which you have to follow, and then you can become that. But definitely there'll be obstruction. I mean, there's no questions about it. Okay, Shreya?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so now if you want to visit the president of the United States or whichever country, what would you do? What is the protocol that you would follow?
First of all, like getting an appointment.
Getting an appointment, yeah.
I'll first try to focus on and then like if our appointment is successful, then I'll try to focus on impressing him. Like,
Ah,
you gotta get a nice tie, you gotta look professional, because if you just go in ragged clothes, he'll probably think you're a servant or something rather than someone. You gotta look like people should look at you and be like, oh, he's visiting the president, like that. So
interesting, Vijay.
that's my goal. My
Very
second.
nice, very nice.
And like,
Interesting.
if
Anything
you
else?
want to, if you want to like visit the prime minister, easily you have to be like, oh, you're so great, your inventions are so great, your rules are so great, and like kind of make the president happy with you, and then
Yes, that's right. Any other methods you can think of? Any shortcuts? Okay. Okay. So just let's look at what all can be done. One is, yes, following the necessary protocol. So you might have to fill out some forms or whatever, or write a letter, and then you're allowed. And then knowing and pleasing the president or someone close to him. So this is very common in India, where even if they don't know the president, if they know the president's relative, somehow they can kind of go to that person. Then pursuing and showing interest in attaining the goal. So definitely you have to, it's not like you're going to get the answer the first time. You keep pursuing, you keep following up, you show a lot of interest, and then you honestly try to fulfill the regulations that is needed. Like you might have to fill forms, you might have to stand on line, you might have to be well dressed, like how Ujjwal was saying. So there are so many things that you would do to just visit a president in this country, right? So there are so many protocols to be followed. So similarly, even if you have to go to a higher planetary system and go and visit a demigod, you might have to follow, you will have to actually follow all these protocols, and then you're awarded entry into that planet and you're allowed to associate with that demigod. So the key point here is that if you can please, if you can somehow please him and show your interest that you want to go there, there is a good possibility that you will be going to that particular planet. So pretty much this verse is telling that whomever you please, whomever you're worshipping, that is where you're going. Okay, so if you're constantly worshipping Indra, then there is a good chance that you can go to Swarga and you'll be very happy there. So as it was mentioned in the beginning of the class, one of you said, I think that was Ujjwal, who said that not necessarily everyone wants to go to Krishna. That is a good point that he made. So what happens with people? So we have so many kinds of people around us. Some of them are in the mode of goodness, some are in the mode of passion, some are in the mode of ignorance, and there are others who are devotees and who want to transcend these three modes. Right? You have learned a lot about these three modes of material nature. So generally people on the mode of goodness, at least in the Vedic times, a few thousand years ago at least, or maybe even hundreds of years ago, not even thousands, hundreds of years ago, they would perform such sacrifices and they would desire to go at least to higher planetary systems. Why? Because they want to enjoy there and they think it's cool to be there. Okay, so they perform these sacrifices and they desire to go to higher planetary systems. The people who are in passion, who are very attached basically to family, who are very attached to family, they do want to, you talk to some people, you tell them, oh, why do you want to be in this material world? This should be our last birth. We should go back to Godhead. There are many people out there who wouldn't agree. They would be like, no, I like this life. I like to be born back again and again. I want to see my grandchildren. I want to see my great grandchildren. I want to be back in this family. And then I want to be born on earth. I want to see a few more generations. So generally, it's very much to do with the mode of passion, and there is a lot of attachment to family. Okay, these days things are changing rapidly. Nobody wants to be with family, but some years ago that was the case. There were a lot of people who were very attached to family, and they would want to come back to the same family. So such people, they generally worship the Pitas. Pitas are these ancestors. So when you worship the ancestors, you can go and live with the ancestors, and possibly after a few years, even take birth in your own family generations. So it's a very common thing that happens. If you go to an astrologer, that astrologer sometimes tell you, oh, you are reincarnated. You were your grandfather and you're reincarnated in your own family. These things happen. I mean, it's not a joke. It does happen. So that is generally people who are very attached and they just want to come back to earth and they just want to enjoy in the same family. So those people they worship the Pitas or the ancestors. You see people, they have a photo of their ancestors and they're constantly worshipping the ancestors. A lot of attachment is there. Sometimes even husband and wife, a lot of attachment. Wherever the husband has gone, the wife also wants to go. So she's constantly thinking about her husband and she attains the abode of her husband after she passes away. So it's very common. It's not that it's uncommon, it's extremely common. Whatever Krishna is telling is very true. So generally we have a lot of attachments and we like to go to the place where our loved ones have gone. So it all comes down to worshipping Pitas. Pitas are the ancestors. And then you have people in the mode of ignorance. Now this is real serious stuff. They love, they enjoy all hellish things. They worship the yakshas, rakshasas, or the pishachas. So basically, they kind of worship very ghastly people, ghastly things, and they like to become like that. And don't think that there are no one like that. There
Wait,
are plenty of people.
does that mean like spoiled people? Like I'm not saying like they don't have to be worshipping demons or something, but like they could be worshipping people with bad habits.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Like people who, have a habit of drinking alcohol or smoking, and
Yes,
eventually they'll go into that bad path. So is it like
yes,
that?
yes. It is like
Is
that in
that what
today's
you're
world.
relating to? Oh,
Yes, in
okay.
today's
Yeah.
world, that's how it is. But a few hundred years ago, it was a little different, and we're going to talk about that too. I
Yeah, they
mean,
worship demons, yeah, but like I'm
yeah.
talking about now. I'm trying to,
Now, yes,
yeah,
yes. So
relate this
now,
with,
when we
yeah.
talk about demoniac people, we talk about people with bad habits.
Yeah,
People
yeah, that's what I didn't
drugs,
know,
and
like
those
people,
kind of
okay.
people. Yeah. So,
Yeah, okay,
Now
cool.
it's around us more. I
hmm?
guess.
Mataji?
Mm.
Now the demoniac type is more, I guess.
Yes. Nowadays,
Like
the
it's
demoniac
common.
type is more. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
One
like also getting common.
Mm.
one time a devotee. He came to Srila Prabhupada and he said that, can you come to our place to see how the material planet can be a great place to live? And then Srila Prabhupada, he got surprised and he said, if you put bhakti in a toilet, will that toilet be a good place to live? And then these people, they said they never knew that Prabhupada would give this high of an explanation.
Thank you so much, Anirudh, for sharing that. Yes, that's very nice. Thank you so much for sharing that. Prabhupada is always awesome. Thank you. So, so like this, there are different kinds of people and they do worship different entities, and accordingly their destination is decided. So overall, we saw that yes, different specific yajnas are prescribed for everybody, not only for the people in goodness, even for the, if you want to go to the ancestors place, the Pitraloka it is called. Even if you want to go there also, there are certain sacrifices and certain methodologies that is being described, and you can follow that and you can very well go there. Very easily you can go there. And the same thing is even true with people who like to associate with ghosts and spirits or demoniac people. Even they have specific protocols, and we're going to discuss a little bit about it. And also there is the Brahma Jyoti, right? So these are different levels. Some people like to go up, some people like to go to Pitraloka, some people take to demoniac life, and there are others who just want liberation. Now, what sort of liberation? They are fed up with this world, okay? They are really fed up with this entire, cycle of birth and death, and they just want to be let free, okay? And they just want to exist in bliss, just exist, that's all. They just want relief from all material suffering. Some, temporary, I mean, it's more like, I just want to get relief from this excruciating pain that I'm having, taking birth again and again. So they just want to stay, exist. So such people, they go to a place called as Brahma Jyoti. You must have all heard of it. Has anyone not heard of Brahma Jyoti? Okay, looks like everyone knows Brahma Jyoti. Very good. So Brahma Jyoti is just bright light, and it is the effulgence of the Lord. But there is only existence, okay? So you do not have any active relationship, meaning you cannot serve the Lord, or you cannot really be active. But the nature of the soul is to be active and to associate. But such things are not there because you just exist there in Brahman. Now, there is a chance of fall down even from there. Why? Because of boredom. Because the nature of the soul is to be active. So just like when you are flying in an airplane and you're looking out through the window, okay, once you have reached a particular height, what is it that you see constantly? Can someone answer me?
Clouds.
Clouds, yes. So there's absolutely no change once you go there, I mean, of course, if you are at a height where you can see down and see the earth, it's okay. But if you're at a particular height where you see only clouds, so that is the only thing you see. After some time, you're no more interested in looking out through the window, right? Then you take out your iPad or iPhone, or you start scrolling the screen and start doing something else. There is boredom after some time, because you keep looking at the same clouds again and again. So similarly, for a person who has reached the Brahma Jyoti, it's not fun always, okay? Of course, they have attained relief from material existence, but still there is some sort of boredom that kicks in after a period of time, and there is a good chance that they also fall down. But for a person who has attained the spiritual world by the process of pure devotion, there is no question of coming back. For a person who has gone to the heavenly planet, or to the Pitraloka, or to the abode of the Rakshasas and the Pishachas, or for a person who has gone to Brahma Jyoti, there is a chance of moving around, falling down, again rising up, just going in cycles from one planet to the other. But for a person who has attained the spiritual world, Vaikuntha, through the process of pure devotion, there is no question of return at all. Okay?
Mataji, in the 15th chapter, there's a verse. It says, Yad gatva nani vartante tad dhama paramama, that whoever goes to my abode, it never comes back.
Correct. Perfect. Well quoted. So one who goes to Krishna in the spiritual world never returns. So now let's dig in a little bit into 3 points in this verse. One was about attaining Pitraloka. The other one is about ghostly ghosts and spirits worship. So we're going to look at these two in detail. And the third one was, of course, going to the spiritual world. That is the whole focus of Bhagavad Gita. So there are 3 things covered here. So we'll go in detail and try to understand each one of these. Now you see this, this is the material universe. You see this picture, and then you have the Bhumandala. Here in this Bhumandala, in this plate, actually, it's not the Earth. Okay, this is not the Earth. There is one planet in this region called as the Bhumandala. Somewhere here, there's just one little planet, that is Earth. Okay, so this is the entire Bhumandala. It's a collection of planets. You can call it the planetary system. Now, here you see the lower planetary systems actually. So this is the topmost plate here is Bhumandala, and then you have Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Talatala, Patala. You have all these just like layers. You see this Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasatala, Mahatala, Talatala, Rasatala, Patala. So these are all there. Okay, these are all different planetary systems. Below all this, here you see Pitraloka. This is where Pitraloka is, and here is Narakaloka. Narakaloka are the 28 hells where punishment is given. But Pitraloka is a place of the ancestors, and it is not, though it is considered as a higher planetary system because it is for advanced people, but somehow it is located at a lower level. It is not located at a higher level like this Bhuvarloka or Swargaloka.
Why is it like that then?
Why is it like that? That's how they have decided to stay. They actually it. How do you say?
Is there like a reason why it's like low?
I've not seen any specific reasons why it is low, but it is said that it is pretty much the reverse of the moon. 15 days, see the moon cycle and the Pitraloka cycles are very similar. So when it is waxing for the moon, the waxing and waning of the moon, it becomes opposite in the Pitraloka. So therefore they are diametrically opposite. That's the only thing that I have seen, only logic I have seen why they are stationed like that. There's always a connection between the moon and the Pitris, moon and the Pitraloka. So they're supposed to be diametrically opposite. And generally a soul takes a southern course to go to Pitraloka and a northern course to go to the moon. So that's why they're located here on a vertical plane. Okay. But however, it is not considered as a very low planet or something. It is a very good place, at least for the people who want to go there. Okay. So this is where the Pitraloka is located. So these people who are on earth, they take a downward course and they go to the Pitris, and then they associate with the Pitris, and then eventually they again take birth in the same family. So this is what happens with the people in the Pitraloka. This is where it is located. Now, talking about Swargaloka, people in the mode of goodness, they go to a higher planetary system, Swarga. So after Bhu, there is Bhuvar, and then there is Swargaloka. Now these ghosts, pishachas and all, they go to Bhuvarloka. They're actually higher than us. So why are they higher? Because they are more powerful. They're more powerful.
Wait, why are they higher? I couldn't hear you there.
Because they are kind of more powerful. They can take over. They can possess. So they are more powerful. They have more powers than you. So
yeah, but they're more worse.
Yes, they are worse.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. On a vertical plane, you really cannot use too much logic saying why is this high and why is this low. That's how it is.
True.
Okay. So Bhuvarloka, these ghosts and pishachas.
And then there's all of the different planets, Ravi, Chandra.
Yeah, Ravi, Chandra. Ravi is the sun. You have Rahu, Ketu, the sun, the moon, Venus, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Shani.
Yeah, basically all the planets, I think.
This is a vertical arrangement as presented here. Yeah, so you just look at it as a vertical arrangement, and then you have the Dhruvaloka, that is like a chandelier, and then Mahajanatapa, and on top you have Satyaloka where Brahma sits. Okay, so this is where the people who worship the
I wish I could go to Saryaloka.
Suryaloka, why do you want to go there? Don't go there. Go to Vaikuntha. Okay.
No, the one on the highest.
Where? Satyaloka?
Yeah, Satyaloka.
You're wasting time. Go to the spiritual world. Okay.
Where's the spiritual world?
It's beyond this.
Oh,
It's beyond this universe, beyond these 7 coverings. It's beyond that.
I
Beyond that,
probably. Do you think I can go there?
of course, come on. You can.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, let me fill up my.
okay. Yeah, you just have to do chant nicely, engage in pure devotional service, and Prabhupada will help you, don't worry.
Mataji,
Yeah.
why is a turtle over there?
Why is the word there, dear?
Turtle.
Turtle.
Turtle. Oh, the turtle is holding up everything. He's called as Kurma. And on
And the
Kurma,
why? What are the elephants for exactly?
they are for balancing, you know? They balance the plate.
Like I think
Don't the elephants get thirsty?
there are 4 elephants at the core
Krishna
of the
provides.
balancing everything. Is that true?
I can hardly hear you. Say that again.
Okay. So I heard somewhere that at the core of the earth there are 4 elephants for north, east, south, and west that balance this earth.
Yes.
I heard it in like a the river Ganga story.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how there's different solar systems throughout the universe? Does each
Uh-huh.
solar system
Uh-huh.
have a different set of, because in our solar system there's all these planets, right?
Yes.
So for a different solar system, would there be a different sequence?
Yeah. So technically you can't call these as solar systems. So as far as the 5th canto, the Vedic astronomy goes, they are not technically solar system. There's only one sun for this entire universe or this entire Brahmanda. There is only one sun. That's how it is. But there are clusters of planets. Okay, you can call them. I mean, in layman terms, you can call it solar system, but it's not technically a solar system. It's a group of planets. Okay, so like that, there are a collection of different planets, different galaxies, if you call them. Like that, there are several.
Mataji, so if there was life on a different planet, it would, and they were to die, and so they would go to this sequence?
Come back. Which sequence? Like they would go higher and higher? Not necessary. Not necessary. There is no sequencing. There is no, it's not like a ladder, like, you know, you climb one and then you go to the next. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's very
You can skip
random.
that. You can skip as many as you want, and you can look as low as you want.
Yes, yes, yes. It's very random. Okay.
But you can decide where you go if you're smart enough, right?
Yes, that's the whole idea of this verse. Yeah. To help you decide where you want to go. Yeah.
You don't want to go to the wrong place.
Yeah. You don't want to do the wrong thing to go to the wrong place. Yes, Shreya.
I was reading somewhere that like apparently they found another Earth kind of thing. Does that mean they went to another universe, another material universe, or is it just in the same Bhumandala?
In the same Bhumandala. You cannot go beyond this. You cannot.
Okay.
Are there other like Boer planets, the blue planets?
Say that again.
Are there other planets like Earth?
Huh?
Yeah, there are. Like Mars is kind of, there are.
Yeah. You see here? Ketu, Rahu, Mars. Mangal is Mars.
I mean something that's not in other like galaxies.
In other galaxies?
Well, I mean,
there are more Earths with life.
Yes. Yeah, this is a big subject. So we have to do a seminar on Goloka chart seminar. Shall we do that sometime?
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
We'll do that. We'll
astronomy
learn
seminar. Yeah, we can do an astronomy Bhakti Sangha class.
Yeah. But you know what? To really understand the astronomy Bhakti Sangha class, you have to erase whatever you have learned in school. Just erase and come with a blank mind.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at doing that.
Okay. If you're good at doing that, then you can understand better.
Because I usually forget whatever I learn. But I keep it somewhere in my brain and I use it when
so
needed.
funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Can we
then
do
we
like
can
an
do it.
Akhanda Japa,
Then we can learn about
Bhakti
the
Sangha?
universe if you forget everything and come.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we do like an like a 108 times chanting Bhakti Sangha Japa group of Mahamantra?
That would be, I don't know. I'm not sure if I would join that. I
No, we
probably would. It seems
I would.
interesting.
I would. Yeah, I would too.
yes. So we have it in the morning and in the mid morning. So whenever you are free, you can join. Many kids join the mid morning session. Mid morning means CST time 10 to
Is it in the
9 to 10.
weekend? Is it in the weekend?
In
Because I have
Minnesota
school.
time. Minnesota time. What time is it in Minnesota?
Minnesota, what time zone are you in? EST?
I think I'm in CST, I think.
CST, yeah, you're in CST, Minnesota. So it's 9 to 10 in the morning. Otherwise, it is pretty early, 5:20 to 6:20 if you can do it.
Mataji,
Mm.
can we
So
what's
basically it's like the same meeting ID password.
Yes, everything is the same.
Mataji,
9 to 10, right?
Many kids join 9 to 10, yes.
What day is it?
Go.
What day is it?
Weekdays.
Go, Mataji.
Mataji, what time is EST?
PST?
EST.
Yeah, PST.
It's going to be in
Eastern
8 to
Central.
9.
Eastern?
Central Time.
Eastern
Yes.
is 10 to 11, right? Yeah, 10 to 11.
Yeah, 10 to 11.
I'm
I have school
PST, so what time is it for
PST,
me?
California is 7 to 8.
I'm in Washington.
You're EST then, right? Washington
Yeah.
is EST.
Okay,
Mataji,
I'm just wondering what time that mid-morning class is. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can
Mataji,
join the chanting. Yeah.
Yeah.
can we have one at this time? Because I don't know what time zone you are in.
You want one at this time? This time we don't have any chanting session because we have these classes, right? So I'll have to look up. You're in Australia, right?
Yes, Mataji, and it's about 11 o'clock in the morning here.
For you now?
Yep.
Okay. So for your morning is preferable over evening.
Yes.
Morning is preferable after all these kids classes. So we start our kids classes at around, like 2-3 hours before this. So this is the last session, the older ones. So we'll have to see. Maybe evening.
Wait, so this starts at like 6 o'clock?
Mataji, is there Kahoot today?
Yeah, we are having lots of things to finish. Yes, Kahoot also. So we start off with the younger kids 2 to 5 and then 2 to 6 and then 7 to 10 and then 10 plus. So you can count 1 hour each. Okay. No, not 1 hour, 40 minutes each.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's look at some stories about the wrong kind of worship and attaining wrong powers. So why do these people who are on the mode of ignorance worship the ghosts and the spirits, and what do they attain from that? What do they attain, doing this? So Pishacha worship is called black arts or black magic. Have you heard of this term black magic?
Yes.
Yeah.
The non-real and the non-real type of magic.
I read it in Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Leela.
Correct. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Yes. So there are many men who practice this kind of black magic and they think it is spirituality. Okay, they think it is spirituality because they do some fire sacrifices and they acquire some powers. So they're thinking it's something to do with spirituality, but such activities are completely materialistic and they're degrading. Okay, a person who's performing such sort of wrong act, like performing black magic, is actually going to go and live with these pishachas and these kind of people. It's not really a spiritual thing. So that is what Prabhupada writes in the purport. And to understand that, there is the story of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Just a few hundred years ago, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who's one of our predecessor acharyas, he was a magistrate. He was a judge. He was a very big person.
Yes.
And very, very well educated and very intelligent and an important person in the government. So he was a great devotee as well. He's one of our acharyas. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, once during his time, there was a person, what's his he was practicing this black magic. Okay, he was practicing this black magic, and he was very powerful, meaning he had so much power that he could light a fire, walk inside that fire, just run into that fire and come out unharmed. Okay, sometimes he could create fire just on his head. So he could do all these things, and then if people went with problems, he could cure diseases by the wave of his hand. And because of all these powers that he had acquired by performing certain yogic thing, as yogic siddhis he had, by performing all that, he had acquired a lot of powers, and he started using a lot of black magic as well to control people. It's not a good thing, but that's what he was doing. And this man, because he had all the wrong powers, he started exploiting people. He started exploiting people, mistreating people, and using people for his own satisfaction. So he really did a lot of bad things, though he was also trying externally to do good. Like he would cure diseases, he would solve your problems, and people would think, wow, this is great, he must be God. Okay, for a person who's not read scripture properly, any little magic, you think that person is God. There are so many people out there who do a lot of magic, but nobody can be God. God is God. Okay, but this man, he was trying to be like God, and people were worshiping him. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur wouldn't buy all this nonsense. He could really understand who is God and who is a fake person. So because he started exploiting a lot of women and he was not behaving properly, the British government that was there at that time, they asked Bhaktivinoda Thakur to look into the matter and somehow control this guy and sentence him to jail. Okay. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur had this assignment of going and finding out what this man was doing. So this man was living in a remote village, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur somehow managed to go there, and he tried to have an interview with this man. And this man, he could read people's minds, and he knew people's future and past and everything. So the minute Bhaktivinoda Thakur went there, he said, I know who you are and where you have come from. You're a magistrate and you're trying to arrest me, but know that I am Lord Vishnu himself. I am an incarnation and I've come here and I can do this and that. And you want me to show you magic? And he started saying all sorts of things. So at that time, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, oh, this is all nonsense. You're not God. If you're not, have you seen Lord Jagannath and Puri? He is God. So if you are God, why are you not there? At that time, this man said, Jagannath, Puri, oh, he's just wood. He's not even God. So the minute he said that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur was really wild. He was really angry with him because he was really blaspheming God and calling himself God. So at that time, what he did was he had a few men to drag this man and take him forcibly into a jeep, and they drove off and they took him to the court. Okay, court, and then they actually jailed him as well. So they jailed him, and they wanted to make sure that he was arrested and he was punished for whatever nonsense that he was doing. But meanwhile, because of the black magic that he could do, he started controlling things in Bhaktivinoda Thakur's life. So one of the daughters of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the second daughter actually, Kadimbini, I think her name was, she started getting very sick, so sick that she was hardly able to move, because this man was controlling. He had these powers, when a person does black magic, they can really control people's health. They can do a lot of things. They can do a lot of bad things to people. So he was really doing that, and that girl was losing her health so badly that she could hardly stand up or walk. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur's wife was getting very concerned. She was telling, this man is going to ruin our entire family. All our children are just going to, die because of this man. He's really taking control. Leave him. It's okay. Just leave him. Release him. Don't punish him. Otherwise, we're all going to suffer. So this case was going on for many days, maybe I think about 18 days or something. And towards the end, even Bhaktivinoda Thakur became extremely sick. He could hardly move his fingers. He was so sick. Still, on the final day of the hearing, the case means you have two lawyers. Some people are arguing for this guy. There are others who are arguing against him. So So the case was going on, and finally on the judgment day, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in spite of people warning him that he's going to destroy your family, he's got tremendous powers, in spite of all that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, no, I have to fight for the right thing, and he's not God, he's an offender. I trust and I surrender in the Supreme Lord. So the Supreme Lord will save me. And he wrote the judgment saying that this man is guilty. He has to be behind bars. So once the judgment was written, this man got really wild, this guy. And while he was dragged into the prison to be arrested there at least for few years, at that time there was a particular medical professional, a Western person, a Britisher. He heard about yogis, and he understood that the yogis, they actually preserve their powers in the locks of their hairs. These are called as dreadlocks. You must have seen long locks of hairs. They preserve their powers in that. So when a yogi's hair is cut, you see these yogis, they have these huge dreadlocks, they put their powers there. So he said, when this man went and he took a huge scissors, and when this yogi was not seen from behind, he went and he cut off his hair. So the minute his hair was cut off, Bhaktivinoda Thakur's daughter regained her health immediately, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur also became all right immediately. So basically, when the power was, when the hair was cut off, his powers were also lost. And this man, for all these days while he was in the jail, he went without food and water. He could survive because of his yogic powers. But the minute his hair was cut off, he actually collapsed. He just collapsed. He just fell down without any energy. He just fell down flat. And then he was dragged and he was put behind bars. And eventually, because of all the humiliation, he had lost all his powers. Once his hair was gone, he lost everything. He couldn't do any magic anymore because all that magic was stuck there. So then people could understand, this is not God. This is not God. To be God, you've got to do a lot more, right? So then finally he took poison and he killed himself because of the humiliation that he went through. So the point here is not to hear a bad story, but the point here is to understand that a devotee who has taken shelter of Krishna comes out powerful because Krishna is always protecting him, and he can win over even a person who's seemingly very powerful, like a person who does black magic. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur had an experience with such a person. Another story, quick one, okay? So this really happened in Russia, and this happened after Srila Prabhupada's time. Maybe during after, I guess. I'm not sure exactly of the timeline. You must have heard this because it was there all over WhatsApp recently, and many of you must have heard the story. There was this mataji who was in Russia, and she was during the communist rule. They were not allowed to preach, and they were doing a lot of underground preaching, and she was put into prison. So we were talking about this in our last session also.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's like, it's like a bread, the salty bread, or like
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah, and they made beads out of them.
Yeah, exactly. Similar story, similar situation. And it so happened that the police officials and these people, these jailers and these officials there, they were really torturing devotees. There are a lot of stories about how devotees were tortured. So one woman by the name, I think her name is Purnamasi Devidasi, she was in the prison, and she was being tortured so much so that some of these prisoners, the jailers, sorry, the one who takes care of the prisoners, the jailers, they brought a witch, a wizard, a witch, right? A person who does all these black magic. So yeah, so a witch came, and she was supposed to kind of debug her, because they thought that this person is very spiritual, so somehow I have to do some sort of black magic and take out the spirituality from this person. So this witch wanted to put a evil power inside the devotee. Okay, that's what she was trying to do. So she went and she started chanting all sorts of so-called, I don't know what do you say for mantras in English? Some incantations, is that what you say?
Hymns.
Okay, some hymns. Okay. So she started chanting hymns, and she was trying to put this evil thing inside this lady. And this lady was getting really scared because she could see that the energy around her was very weird. It was very different. So she started chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So she was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. But still, that thing was like as if it's going to get into her. It was terrible for her. Then she started chanting Narsinghadev mantra. She started singing Namaste Narsimhaya. Still, that evil power was all around her. Then finally she sang, Prabhupada Pranati. She sang Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami. The minute she chanted that, suddenly the person, the witch, actually withdrew all her power, and she said, I can't do this anymore, and she wanted to go away. So these people, they called her and they told her, I mean, why are you going? It's your job, just do it. And, to hell with this woman, just do it to her. And the witch said, I can't do it. You can't see, but I can see this person. There is this old man who's wagging his finger at me. So the minute she chanted Prabhupada Pranati, Prabhupada was warning the witch, you better not do that to her. And then that witch went away. So this is a real life story that was there in WhatsApp some months back. So this just shows the power of the process. Yes, Krishna.
That's just awesome.
Right?
That's just
Prabhupada
right. Like that's just awesome.
Yes, so this is what Prabhupada was doing. So power of Guru, when you take shelter, when you surrender unto a Guru, he really takes care of you. That is the process of devotional service. You have to chant and you have to take shelter of a Guru. So chanting Hare Krishna mantra, having faith in the process, devotional service, it goes a long way. And it can take you out of any bad situation. And not just that, it takes you to the ultimate destination. And that is our aim. Our aim is not to go to Pitraloka or whatever Loka. We want to go to the spiritual world, a place of no return. Okay. So let's do Kahoot. After Kahoot recital or first recital, then Kahoot? How do you guys want it?
Kahoot first, then recital.
Okay. Let me see. Kahoot. Okay. My screen is still being shared, right? No?
Yeah.
Yes, it's the
on the slideshow.
presentation.
Yes.
Can't see the Kahoot page.
Yes, I cannot.
Wait, he's gonna do it anyway.
No, she stopped screen share.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, now Kahoot is seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji, we can see it.
What's this? No, I don't want anything. 9:25 is what we're gonna play. How do you play? Teach. Okay.
Mataji, what was today's mantra number?
9:25.
9:25.
Yanti Deva Vrata Devan Pitar Yanti Pitar Vrataha Pudani Yanti Putechya
Okay.
Yanti Matyachino Pima.
Super. Okay, we'll start now.
Yeah.
Let's use first. Let's go. Number one.
No.
Yes, I was number uno. Numero uno. Yay, Preethi Mataji.
I got a correct spelling also this time. I sent it to your WhatsApp.
I bet that Aditya K is gonna win this one. My bet's on Aditya K. You better do good.
I'm not sure. I hope. Oh, I don't know what to name myself.
Shall we start?
No.
No, Mataji.
Now we can.
Now we can. Now we can.
Yes.
We're losing people.
No, we're losing people. Sid,
Oh, there you
missing
go.
your head. Sid, you're missing your head.
I think we could start this, Mataji.
Siddharth, I can't see your head.
What do you mean?
I can't
My
see
head
your
is
head.
beautiful.
Shall we
Here, can you
start?
see it now?
No, it's
My
bald.
beautiful
That's
head.
why he's
No,
hiding it.
now it's better. Now it's better.
The reason he's hiding it is because it's bald.
Is your head
Like, I mean, that's the only logical reason why somebody would hide their head. Am I right, Siddharth?
Okay, fill up the blank.
Ahami, aham,
I'm gonna be like 12th place now. It's so bad. So bad.
It's square. It's square. It's square.
See, 9th place. I'm so bad. We're in the car. I'm coming for you.
Sid, I
There
am
are
coming
some
for
who
you.
chose even the red and the blue. Very
I'm in
nice.
14th place. I thought it was
Thank
Desha
you.
Nityabhyuktan Yoga Maha what?
Very nice.
Sid, what
Aditya
place are you
Rajiv,
in?
Krishna Chinta, Aditya K, Shri Anirudh. Very nice.
Sid, what place are you in?
The best method to reach a particular
Ninth.
planet is by pleasing the demigod, buying a suitable spaceship, getting a
Getting
job
a
in NASA.
job in NASA.
Trying
No,
No,
it's crying for 15 days. Crying for 15 days.
Crying for 15
Drop on that,
days.
Sid.
Crying for 15 days.
Guys, crying for
Thank
15
you.
days.
To the most big-
Not bad, huh?
Yes, I'm going
Aditya
up.
Rajiv, Aditya Kasturi, Krishna Chinta, Shri Nim.
Aditya K, you have to win this. Come on.
Sid, what place?
I want to, but I don't
Eighth.
know about this.
8th.
I don't know.
Sid,
You
my
can do
only
it, man.
goal is to beat you. Sid, my only goal
Okay.
is
I
to
have
get ahead of
$100
you.
bet here.
We'll see
The
about that.
dash section of the Vedas deals with the method of doing sacrifices to reach other planets. I don't know if this is going to be tough because I don't remember mentioning it, but try it.
You didn't mention it, Mataji. We said
No,
again.
It's not
That's it.
Kishkindakan. It's not Kishkindakan. Whoever, if anybody versus Kishkindakan, I will be really sad. Don't.
Karmakand.
God,
Let's go. I got it right. 5th place. Let's go.
Place?
Yes, 5th place. There, you can see
Varun,
me right
Carrot
there.
and Sid have climbed up. Up 6 places. Radha Rani is the highest climber. Very nice.
I'm in 15th.
Good job.
Okay. A person in the mode of goodness worships Rakshasas.
No, I did it wrong. I literally put in ghosts.
Ghosts.
I actually picked the wrong one. I'm so bad.
Oh, I'm in first 3.
Dude, I
I'm the first
misclicked.
3.
I misclicked. I'm
Oh,
Sid,
so
you're missing
bad.
your head again.
Aditya Rajiv,
3rd, let's go.
Sid, Shri and Nim.
Sid, you're
And
missing
Sid,
your head.
Radha
I
has the
surrender.
highest answer. Streak of
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Which one of these is only entry and no return? Devalok, Earth, Vaikunta, Pitralok.
Sid, I can't win this. I'm in 27th place right now.
Earth.
Vilasini, I'm coming for you.
Aditya Rajiv.
That's kind of creepy. That's kind of creepy.
I'm coming for you. Sid, I'm coming for you in Texas.
Oh my god, that sounds like a ghost.
How do you know I live in Texas, you stalker?
Look, I situated.
Sid.
At your father's office.
At your father's office. It's at your father's office.
In an ocean of milk.
It's below your.
I think
it's
I got
at
it.
your
I got it
father's
wrong.
office.
I got it
It's
wrong.
above
But
Vaikunta, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very
Yay!
7th place. Let's go.
Okay, Sid
I'm
is
the
in
best.
7th place.
7th place, Sid. I'm back
Wow, so
on.
many people have climbed up. Very nice.
Bargaining.
I'm sure that I'm gonna
One
lose this
person
one.
can bottom the statement is.
I need to try it first. I need to try it first.
I need to try it first.
Yeah, I need
I
to
need
try
to try it
it
first. I need to try it first.
I actually put I need to try it
I
first.
need to try it first.
Who clicked I need to try it first? Who clicked I need to try it first.
Jim has raised. Okay. And nice.
Nim,
Varun the
what's up,
Carrot is
Nim?
back with an answer streak of 3. Very nice.
I
Aditya.
have 5.
You never know.
Okay. This man, this yogi, his name was Bishakki Sen. Okay. So that's why I put his name. Bishak Sen.
In his fingers.
In his
No,
nail.
his toenails.
His legs.
It's a trick question. It's his toenails. It's his toenails. It's a trick question. Let's go 5th place. Let's go. At least I'm in the top 5 now. I'm back in the top 5.
Awesome.
I'm
So
in the
people have
top 10
planned that. Aditya said Anirudh has just hit an answer streak of 5. Very nice.
I have 2.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra can help 1.
Go to
Just
the
help with
temple.
mind
Going to
control.
the temple. It's like a walking
Just
guide,
help
like a
with mind
walking guide.
control.
Like help you
Just
go to the
help
temple.
Going to the temple. It can
Like
actually
no,
help
the
with
Mahamantra like turns into a person and then like walks you to the temple. That's exactly what that does.
The Chinta is on
going to-
fire. Aditya
Well, I'm
Rajiv is
sorry,
on
Sid.
top.
You were wrong about your assumptions.
At least I'm in the
Multi-select.
top 5.
A
A
place,
place
of no return
is my
multi-select.
office. What?
Imagine the answer being multi-select.
I think I got it right. Oh no.
I clicked out 4, so I'm a genius. It's a trick question. It's Goloka Vrindavan, not Goloka.
Awesome
Best with your
job.
brain there. Yes, 5th place. Let's go. Top 5.
Wait, we're done already?
Yeah, it's 10 questions. You could do another. We should do another one.
20.
Can we do another one?
More, Mataji. That was like over
Another
too
one?
soon.
Off school.
Awesome! Aditya Rajiv.
At least you came 3rd place, Aditya K.
Kasturi.
You didn't
Nim
fail
and
me.
Yes,
Sid
yes.
are runners
No,
up. Very
I
nice.
accidentally clicked the wrong answer on one of them.
Good job.
Awesome, guys. Awesome.
Oh, we need to do another one.
GG, guys.
GG's.
Yeah,
GG's.
GG.
GG's all around. GG's all around.
You want a view report or no?
No,
No, we're doing
let's do another one.
Yeah. I want to view the report.
You want to?
Mataji, let's do go in the groups. Let's do go in the groups.
Go in the group, yeah.
No. Mine's always the other one.
We did Davo there last time. We should do go in the groups.
Yeah, let's do Govinda this time.
Let's do the easiest one.
There's one question, guys. There's a quiz with one question on it.
Yes, let's do that one. It's a winning question.
Everybody, if you don't want ghosts, right? You guys should.
Yeah, go in the class. Go in the class one.
Fun
Go
Friday.
to the class. Wait, what level's the Govinda class? What age group is the Govinda class?
4 to
7 or something. Yes, that would be easy.
I know
Let's do this.
How many questions are in here?
Is it 2 to
Who was
5?
the first one in?
That would be funny.
2 to
Let's see.
5 is Damodar.
Let's do double now.
Okay, this is going to be the
Let's
last
go,
one.
first
because
one
I have
again.
guests. I have to go and give dinner. This is the
Okay.
last. Okay?
No.
Yeah.
Third
Okay,
place,
Mataji.
Third place, Gigi. I was so close.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Wait, guys, look at my name.
Mataji,
Scroll down. Look
what
at my
is
name.
this about?
Blue B43. What? That's not what I. What? The bird? What?
What?
My name is Blue B.
I think I know this one, but I don't. At the same time.
My name is Blue B43.
Oh,
I didn't type that.
It's a fawn.
The Humana Bebe.
Human Baba.
Hey, Sita Pati
Sid, what
Mataji.
place are you in?
Oh, Sita
8
Priti Mataji
again.
signed up.
I'm in 6th, Sid.
I'm in second.
My name is Blue B43. You know what I typed? Guess what I typed?
Yes.
Intent plans to sell to a hunter. That's definitely it.
No, I typed Sid is dumb.
Intentions to kill it.
I hate
6th
you,
place,
Sid.
behind
You're in
Prasada.
6th place now.
Yes, I know.
And I'm in 7th.
Ha, that's what I thought.
Because one attains the state at the time of
Got it. Let's go.
Birth.
Paid.
But we talked
Fifth
about
place. Fifth place. I beat you. I'm still beating. Back to
I'm
fifth
still in
place.
seventh
gonna
place.
cut
I'm behind
to
Prasadam. I wonder what's in Prasadam. Laddu,
Guess
peda.
it.
It wouldn't be a baby after like 5 years, but
A protection stick.
Protestant state. No. No, it should have been Captain America's shield. Should have been Captain America's shield. The protection stick.
Or is it? Or
It's
is
a
it? Or is Ferrari?
Yeah,
That's
you could like hold it up to Ferrari, be like, no.
Only protector.
Spiritual master. Spiritual master so the
Spiritual
deer takes
master.
initiation. Keshav Deer
I
Das.
am still
His name is Keshav Deer
Dictator.
dictator. Of course.
of course.
Muscular.
Young. No, yes. Good job.
I'm a good girl.
No!
What?
What?
What? What?
What?
Oh, Prasadam, jeez.
Prashadam.
What?
Jeez.
Muscular.
Prashadam. What? This is such a wrong question.
What did King Rahu gonna?
No, I said sarcastically, no! Idiot.
Sarcastically.
No!
No, I said sarcastically. No.
Did you click sarcastically?
No.
I clicked sarcastically.
Yes.
I'm such an idiot. Oh, he's like, no way.
Yes.
No way. Let's go. Let's go. I got it.
Lucky. That's just luck.
That was pretty
No.
smart of you.
Let's
Why you
go.
have to be like this?
That was completely skill. That's completely skill based.
Yeah, skill.
I'm not even moving up.
That was just a
from-
lucky guess.
Govardhan.
I don't remember this one.
Gandaki. Yeah, I just picked Gandaki.
I just clicked
Nile
Yamuna.
River.
Yeah, why is the Nile River not an
The
option?
Amazon River.
Oh
Ah,
yeah,
dang
yes,
it.
let's go.
No, let's not go.
Let's
I'm
go
still
where?
in fifth place. Dang it.
Let's go to Golaka.
Please don't increase score charts. Score charts don't go up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
No.
It's definitely not related to us. That's not related to us.
No.
Wait, no, I put the wrong one. No,
Why so many no's?
no, I
It
put
has
the
to be
wrong
yeses. Yes.
Yes.
Still in fifth place. Dang it.
No.
Really care.
Nope, this is really bad. This is super duper bad.
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Because I'm
Yeah,
doing pretty good
I'm
right
sure.
now. I'm doing
I'm doing
pretty
pretty
good.
bad.
You're in fifth place.
Oh my God.
Giving restaurant pizzas.
I don't know this. I don't know why I don't know this, but I don't know this.
Giving restaurant pizzas. It's obviously giving restaurant pizzas.
Yeah, you're giving food, which is
If
good.
you take your time, you'll know the answer. If you're clicking fast, then you won't know the answer. Let's go, fourth place.
Bruh.
By giving pizzas?
Suhani.
It's B
It's
and C.
supposed to be.
No!
No!
Dang it!
Yes!
I put money. No.
Oh, dang it. Still in fourth place, though. That's good. But still.
No!
Dang it. Dang it.
Is it green?
Yep.
All
Yep,
the above.
I think I
I'm
got
such
it
an
wrong.
idiot.
I
It's
think
none
I
of the
got it
above.
wrong, but I got it wrong, but I got it right.
It's
but
only
I think
A.
I
It's
got
only
it wrong.
A.
No, it's only B.
It's only A. I'm an idiot.
Oh,
Whatever.
okay, I got it right.
Okay.
Got it right.
Oh, what? Never mind. Never mind.
I
Hey,
got
Sita
10
Pratimaji's winning.
wrong in a row. This is bad.
Sita Pratimaji's winning.
Sodom is winning. It's play with animals because that's what he did.
Yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Why did you
Yeah.
play with cows?
I mean, he basically
I have an
did.
answer streak of 1. After all this time,
I have an answer streak of 1 too. Yeah, me too.
I mean, it's a streak of 2. It's a streak of 2. That's a curse. Definitely
It was
a curse.
Curse, that's torture.
It was a torture. It was a torture.
Torture.
Ah, yay!
Revenge. He got revenge.
Stop raging. Stop banging on your
He
table.
got revenge on the deer. He got revenge on the deer. He got revenge on the deer because he didn't like being the deer and he didn't. True or false?
Yeah, the
Who's
baby's
crying?
angry too. The baby's angry too.
Yeah.
Too. Man, I'm only catching up on 5 points. What the heck?
Guys, I'm for Sodom.
I think all of the above. I don't know.
I got this right. I got this right.
I don't know. I got this wrong. I think.
I got this right. It's all of the above. I think. I think. Okay.
No,
I think.
it's diamond. It's diamond. It's worm eaten grain.
No. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Let's go.
Like,
You would feed him cheese pizzas. Guys, I'm still at 7,000 points.
Amazing.
that's kind of sad.
I know it is. I know it's sad.
No, it's
You can't reach up there,
Priyavrata.
I
I'm
don't
such an idiot. It's Priyavrata.
No, I got this wrong. No.
Just kidding. It's Rishabhadev. I'm not
No,
an
it's
idiot.
not. Wait, is it? No, wait. I don't. Oh, yes. Let's go.
I told you. I did a presentation on this. Okay, I know.
Do you though, Siddhant? Or Siddharth, or whoever you
Yes,
are?
I do. I did a flipping presentation on this.
I don't know this. Why should I know?
I'm just guessing. I'm guessing.
If you did a presentation on this, you shouldn't have to
honestly
guess.
have no idea.
I didn't write this down. I didn't know this.
1,000 years.
But I still got it. Let's go.
I just lost my answer streak of 10,000.
That's sad.
I am such
Yeah, I
an
got this.
idiot.
I got
just
this.
lost my
I
second
got
place.
this. If I got this wrong, whoever did this quiz is very wrong.
No, it's circle, circle.
Bruh, it's not
No,
circle.
I'm such an idiot.
Yeah, I
I am
was just
such an
joking
idiot.
about
I'm
it.
still second place.
I was just joking about it.
No, I don't.
know that
What?
circle's wrong.
How did Prasadam do that? False ego is thinking.
Prasadam did it because he was offered to Krishna.
False
Oh
ego
yeah, that's
thinking
very
at the
true. That's
survey-
very
at
true.
the survey. I am the deer.
No, it's the door. It's the door.
I am the door. I am the door. It's I am the door. No, it's actually I'm the door. I'm the door. I'm the door.
What? Fine, I'm in 4th place. Whatever, I'll take it.
Great try.
I'll take it.
Great try.
Take what?
Prasadam.
Stop raging.
Guys, I got 9 out of 20.
Wait, where did Radha come from?
He was raging.
Yep, I got 10
LDTK.
out of 20.
Yes, LDTK. Good job. Good job. You won for me.
Yes.
Thank you. Good job. Good job. Thank you.
And Mataji was runner-up.
Yes.
Yeah, so was
Okay,
I.
I'm just not. I'm a rage quitting Kahoot now. I repeat, Varun is rage quitting Kahoot.
Let's see the view report.
Yes, I am.
I was in 2nd place. I lost it. An idiot.
Haha. Okay, let's go down to difficult questions.
Yeah, you said it, right?
The winner. The winner. The winner
The
wasn't the winner.
Yeah, the winner. I don't think the winner was a winner.
Yeah, I know.
No, he came 10th place, so that's obviously a winner. Because
Wait,
he came
go down,
0.
go all
Yeah,
the way
obviously
down.
Kale was the winner.
Because if he switched the numbers, it's 0, 1, so he came first place. So
Mataji,
he's
can you please
technically
go
the
all the
winner.
way down?
Yeah, that's.
Whereas we
Mataji,
came
can
like
you please go
20th
all the way
place,
down?
40th.
Mataji.
Okay, guys, we'll wrap up here. Okay.
Yay.
And we'll meet again next week with lots more fun. I mean, we'll make a bigger quiz next week. Okay.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Thank you,
Hare
Mataji.
The course was
Krishna.
so short. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
कल्पतरोभ्यस्य कृपा
Krishna.
सिन्धुभ्य एव च
Hare Krishna.